If you're looking for proof that Sally Field was dedicated to winning the role she played in Steven Spielberg's movie Lincoln, consider this. She agreed to gain 25 pounds to play the part. Yet it was her secret challenges, she says, off-screen that propelled her performance forward. Here's ABC's Chris Connolly for our series, Oscar Confidential.
Sally Field has been a beloved part of American pop culture for nearly a half-century.
Well, I've learned my lesson.
From her 60s sitcoms Gidget and The Flying Nun, Smokey and the Bandit in the 70s.
Why so fast? You late for a big bowling date?
And Forrest Gump in the 90s.
I'm home, Mama.
I know.
Today, at 66, she has as many Best Actress Academy Awards as Meryl Streep does. Still, she was undaunted and unabashed in her desire to play Mary Todd Lincoln, alongside Daniel Day-Lewis in Steven Spielberg's Lincoln.
Madam President, if you please.
I'm proud of the film. I'm proud of my work in the film. I'm proud I fought to get in it.
Proud, too, to have done it all while deep in the throes of a personal heartbreak she has never before discussed.
Once, Mrs. Lincoln, I demand of you to try and...
Yet this acclaimed performance, for which she poured through books on the troubled First Lady and gained 25 pounds, nearly didn't happen, despite Spielberg's initial enthusiasm for her playing the part. Because even though Steven had said, "You're my Mary Todd Lincoln," what had happened?
I just knew that it would be a battle then, because I'm 10 years older than Daniel, and Mary was 10 years younger than Lincoln. I'm 20 years older than what Mary was. And Steven said, it's just not going to work.
But Spielberg decided to give her one final chance. The customarily reclusive Day-Lewis had offered to fly from Ireland to Los Angeles for the day to act with her.
When he walked across the room, I was sitting as Mary, and I did not rise until he was literally next to me. I gave him my hand, and he kissed it, and I said, "Mr. Lincoln," and he said, "Mother," and I whispered, "Thank you," and he kissed the top of my head and said, "My honor." And it will be one of the things I remember forever and ever and ever.
As she drove home, Day-Lewis and Spielberg called to say she'd won the role.
And action.
No one's ever been loved so much by the people.
That performance earned Field a Supporting Actress Oscar nomination. It already stands as a pinnacle of an acting career transformed by a key moment of self-assertion way back in 1972. What happened when you told your agent, "I don't want to do TV anymore, I want to do movies"?
They said, "Well, it's foolish." He said, "You'll never work." He said, "You're not pretty enough, you're not good enough." And I said, "You're fired." Then my business manager said the same thing, and I said, "You're fired." I just fired everybody, and I left my husband. You know, it was like, out, all of you.
I started this, and I'm gonna finish it.
The results would speak for themselves. She would win a Best Actress Oscar in 1980 for Norma Rae, another in 1985 for Places in the Heart, with a speech whose endearing key line would enter Oscar lore.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
For Field, there is much to be proud of. 3 sons, 4 grandkids. For this LA native, a new home in New York City. And Lincoln, her performance achieved under more challenging circumstances than she has previously shared.
Well, my mother passed away while I was doing Lincoln, which was a huge part of the whole experience. I have never really talked about it. You know, I flew home and she'd been very ill, and so it was ongoing. Of course, the grieving and the things that I felt were tremendous.
Margaret Field was herself an actress, in television and in films.
It was like her gift. You know, it was a gift. It just was very, very hard, but it was the way it's supposed to be. I felt finally, you know, that she had gone like this, and the moth that I had been right there on her hand, just, I left and went and to do the things I was now to do.
I'm Chris Connolly for Nightline in Los Angeles.
Sally Field. You can watch the Academy Awards right here on ABC Sunday, February 24th.